Hi coaches, welcome to Who's Smart Fuel for Coaches number 12. Today we're going to talk about playing versus plays. This should be another great debate like last week. A couple announcements first. Again, a YouTube channel, Hoop Smart Fuel for Coaches, is up and going. And also we're announcing the date for our second coaching clinic in Grand Rapids, Michigan, Sunday, October 20th, 2019. If you go to my website here, kengeorgebasketball.com, you can register and also see information about the coaching clinic. Let's talk about playing versus plays. You know, certainly a debate that comes up a lot with high school teams. And here's my 2 cents on it. I was always a mixture. Although I will say with certain teams, I was much more towards set plays and pattern offense than with other teams. I do think there are some teams that just need some guidance, and certainly some players that need a place to be and a thing to do. You know, my other thought is there are many times during the games that I wanted control over who got the ball, where they got the ball, and let them do something that they were good at. Because as we know, all high school players are limited in some way. And they've got strengths and they've got weaknesses. They've got things they do well and things they don't do well. So there were certainly times when I wanted control over who would get the ball and where they'd get the ball. And those were when I had set plays. There were years I had 20 to 30 set plays, and that doesn't include baseline out of bounds or sideline out of bounds. And then there were years where I would use 6 or 7. There was also a team about 5 or 6 years ago where we were just trying to run some motion and just move and cut, and they were just not very good at it. It just didn't work great. 5 or 6 games in, we went to a pretty patterned offensive movement that I'll show you on a video on YouTube in the coming weeks. And oh my gosh, they flourished. Certain players had a place to be, and it just gave them a framework for making plays. And we got a ton better really quickly with this framework. Certainly some people like to play with a little bit more freedom, but some players actually, I do believe, needed that framework, and especially high school players that have some limitations. Today's set play is great for clear out if you want to go end of quarter, if you have a really tough player right here, but it includes some movement at the back end that I think can give you some other options. So you clear out for this guy and he starts to make his move. As he starts to go, you pick and you pick big for little. The littles come corners, and now you've got various options. He can dump here, he can go score, he can kick corner. Thank you so much for watching. I'll see you on YouTube.